She's now in college. So one of the things that wears heavily on my heart, with now generations of people in my family having been educated here, is that Gloucester has a terrible reputation in terms of education, and undeservedly so, I have to say.
Yeah,
but
I would agree.
So,
undeservedly.
You know, partly what we have to recognize is, one, it's a marketplace, meaning we have to add to the opportunity and add to the quality and expand the resources for education.
Okay, but we're making a very expensive choice. Peter's question, how is it?
So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to advocate for or against the charter school. I'm just trying to make two simple points, which is there is a marketplace in education. There are a lot of choices. This adds to that choice. And two, that we need to invest in education because education is an economic driver for our city. That's it.
Thank you. There was a question over here.
I was just going to make the point that you keep mentioning that Gloucester's going to need to open another school. We just closed a school. So I think that was not ever in the plan to open another school.
Yeah, I mean, that's up to the school committee, clearly.
You
But
can't have it both ways. You can't apply to the state for funds to build at West Parish claiming that it's overcrowded and then not acknowledge the problem.
That it is overcrowded?
That there's overcrowding in the
Right.
schools.
Well,
can't have
I can
it both
only
ways.
speak for like where my children go. We've just got the modulars at Beeman and Plum Cove. I just feel like all of the community has gone through so much in the past couple of years, and then I just feel like now here's another situation that may be taking away from the school department again. And you know, I love the idea of it. I just wonder if when you say it's okay to lay off teachers, that you hope that teachers will be laid off for your school. You know, where does it balance out? You've got 200 here, you've got over 1,000 in the regular schools.
well, once again, the reason you lay off teachers in one place to put them in another is that it's a shift. The total number of teachers teaching in Gloucester is either going to stay the same or go up, likely. So, once again, if you look at Gloucester as a whole, and if you look at your school, you know, your school is probably still going to be fine. And if you wanted to send your child to the charter school, you'd have a choice to do so. And if you decided you didn't, you'd have a choice not to as well. And so, yes.
The other point is that some of those teachers will be lost through retirement. And you can anticipate that if you know over the course of the next 4 years, you'll have the shift, plus the third grade teacher at West Parish is going to retire. So let's accommodate that shift. The fifth grade teacher at Beeman's going to retire. There is some attrition through retirement. It's not all layoffs.
Also, you know, it's probably worth pointing out, I'm sorry, one sec, that the number of children that shift from the district to the charter is not an awful lot more than the number of children that shift around every few years anyway. You know, you've got, you know, a private school opens up, you know, or St. Anne's takes 100 or more kids, all of a sudden, boom, no warning, no planning, no meeting between the school committee and the charter school group, just boom, they're gone. People move in, they come. People move out, they leave. I moved from Lanesville to Magnolia. Boom, you know, it changed. No one asked. No, it just happened. And so we have time to plan, which makes it better. I'm sorry, one sec. Was a question here first. Yeah.
I was just curious, the teacher credential requirements for charter school teachers, are they the same as for teachers in the district?
Amy, you?
They are the same, only you can, I believe, and I'm not going to be quoted on this because I'm not 100% sure, that you can start in a charter school and you have a little more flex in terms of getting your certification compared to a district school.
I'm sorry, there's one other person first, yes.
What will your teachers be paid?
Well, we're developing a budget right now, but it will be likely, the question is what will the teachers be paid? Yeah, right, comparably to Gloucester Public School teachers. There will be Gloucester Public School teachers, so it'll be about the same.
But they're not part of the union.
They don't have to be part of the union, correct?
It can't be part of it. There's no union.
Yeah, so there would be no union. Yeah. Yes?
What are the size of the classroom? How many students?
about 20 students per teacher will be our ratio, which is, about the same. Is that about the same as the average in the rest of the district? No.
I think the piece that we're working on is collaboration with some universities. We know we're going to be collaborating with one university. We're looking at trying to have two adults, I should say, in every classroom. So one teacher and one student teacher, but at the master's level.
We actually have a lot of collaboration and partnerships in progress, many people. I mean, the good people at Blackburn Performing Arts, thank you, Linda, let us use this room. This will not be the last collaboration, I believe, between the arts and our school. So we have a lot of this coming there. Yes?
Could you speak, there hasn't been much said about the facility itself. It seems that if you're creating an educational environment, there has to be some discussion about facility, location, and the environment that it would involve.
Do you want to talk about that? Vicki Van Ness is my wife and working on facilities with us.
At different locations in downtown, we'd like to be in the downtown because we're doing a community school. We'd like to be close to the resources that are available in our community, like the YMCA, Maritime Heritage Museum, Cape Ann Museum, things like that. So we're looking at different places, and obviously we would like to consider Fuller School, since, as someone mentioned, it's not being used any longer. So if anybody has any ideas for about 22,000 square feet, come see me. Multiple suggestions.
Obviously, if we were to lease space from the district, that would be money flowing back into the district. So that could be good too, if there's extra space. Anybody else? Yes?
Are you still forming your board of trustees, and who are the members that are on it now?
Good question. Yes, we are still adding to the board of trustees. The founding board is the group that gets the thing off the ground and gets the application done. The board of trustees that runs the school needs to be a little bigger than that. Currently, the board is myself, Bruce Caneb, Amy Ballin, Karen Acapel, Kate Ruff, and Vicki Van Ness, who will probably not stay on the board because she's definitely leaving. Can't have both of us on the board at once. We also have Dave Buchanan, and who did I miss? That's it.
But
Okay.
now that the board shifts, it doesn't, it won't be the same group. You need different skills. The board runs the school, so you need different expertise than people who are on the founding board.
Anybody else? Yes.
Peter, I feel a need to just express, my name is Val Gilman, I'm on the school committee, and I feel a need to just express my feeling, because I've talked to many of you, and I understand your issues, I understand your excitement, I love what you're doing. However, as an elected official in Gloucester, representing our district, the $2.2 million really scares me, and I'll tell you why. We've set up our infrastructure to represent neighborhood schools. Our schools are finally stable, they're working. This has been a really good year for us so far. And in that, and looking at how we would pull out the 220 kids throughout the district, 2.3, 2.4, whatever the exact amount is huge for us. It could mean closing down Plum Cove, for example. That's my son's school. He's thriving. Now, this will be after he's out, but I'm just thinking of the community. And so I guess when I think of that number, that's my concern. It's not what you're doing. It's not your love, your passion, innovation. That stuff is awesome. And I credit you for the initiative and the passion. It's just being left with the burden of $2.3 million in 3 years. That's
There has to be another way of doing this.
it's just, you know, and when we talked about partnership, that number was something that I was sharing with you, was something that help us with this. You know, this means, and it means 40, 50 teachers, and